Hi everybody and welcome back to another Legends of Runeterra video and gameplay. First things first, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. Hopefully you guys enjoy these videos and decks as much as I do and as much as I enjoy creating them and playing them. So today we are running a They Who Endure deck. They Who Endure used to be a little bit more popular during, I believe, the Rising Tides expansion. It was pretty strong. They Who Endure was a pretty good card. So They Who Endure it's a 7-drop that with Overwhelm, when I'm summoned, grant me +1/+1 for each ally that has died. It used to be 6, it got nerfed to 7 because it was overused and people had a pretty good win rate with it. Pretty easy to get a win. However, ever since Call of the Mountain has come out, there's actually quite a few problems associated with this card and why I think it will never really come back into the meta. The first being, of course, silences really interrupt what we're trying to do here. Silences, and then there's been a lot more removal added to the game, I believe, since the Rising Tides expansion. There's every region basically has like a card landmark unit removal, and yeah, it can really interrupt what you're trying to do with They Who Endure. So yeah, so I don't think it's as good, but we're trying it out today. It's in kind of a Kindred deck, a Kindred follower archetype. You see here we're only running one Kindred. I don't know that I need more than one Kindred. It is an alternate win condition, but originally it was with Kalista. A solo Kalista deck with Freljord, and it seems to work good. I like including Kindred just because it is an alternate win condition and because it can kind of throw off the opponent with what kind of deck we're running. In the past, most people know that if you have a solo Kalista deck and it's a Freljord Shadow Isles, it's a They Who Endure deck. It's not too big of a surprise, but if we include Kindred, they may not know exactly how to react to it, and honestly, I think that these Kindred units and Kindred herself adds quite a bit to the archetype of They Who Endure and actually helps it out quite a bit. So we've got a lot more kind of kill targets and kill options at the same time. Kill like sacrifice fodder as well as units who can kill other units. So yeah, let's run through these really quick. We just pretty much want to kill off our units as fast as possible. We don't really care if the opponent, uses spells or whatever else to kill off our units. And then in the cases we do care, we can use Glimpse Beyond to draw more cards and draw our win conditions, which are Atrocity, They Who Endure, and Kindred. Those are kind of our main win conditions. We need to draw them by the end of the game. Now, that being said, actually, this particular deck does pretty well early game if you've got the right card. So if we got double Curse Keeper, double Ravenous Butcher, we have a pretty good turn 4 play. And a lot of times the enemy hasn't developed enough to be able to stop us. And it really doesn't cost all that much mana to get a very wide board and threaten quite a bit of damage. So you can also win early game with this and chip the opponents down to a reasonable spot to use Atrocity. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Ravenous Butcher, Hapless Aristocrat, Avaros and Sentry, Curse Keeper, Fading Icon. These are kind of our early game cards that we want to use. Mask Mother, we don't really want till later on in the game. And actually it compounds pretty well with They Who Endure as well. If you like want to kill off your They Who Endure for whatever reason, you can kill it off and then get an additional 2 attack damage on top of whatever They Who Endure had. So pretty cool. But yeah, Mask Mother generally used later on in the game. Blighted Caretaker is really good for taking out pesky units like Zoe, Timo, any 2 health units that are kind of annoying, and these little saplings can suicide for them. They buff up your They Who Endure as well, so that's great. Kalista, of course, is our target. If we start with Kalista, a lot of time in my opening hand, a lot of times I like to mulligan for Haunted Relic. If you can get that off, it's a pretty aggressive early game as well. We get an easy level up for our Kalista, and then from there we can just use her to keep bashing into our opponent relatively safely. We're running 2 of the Spirit Leech. Again, another kill target introduced in this latest expansion. We can use this on all of our sacrifice fodder. And that wraps it up about. So we got Kindred, Atrocity, and They Who Endure for late game. I'm running 3 Atrocity and 3 Endure. A lot of people only like 2 Atrocity. I think I can sacrifice putting 1 more Atrocity in. A lot of times people don't like to have a full hand of Atrocity. But on the flip side as well, I think I've got enough card draw in this deck that it doesn't really matter if I do. I got Spirit Leech, Glimpse Beyond, and we also are running a full set of Stalking Shadows. So we're guaranteed to kind of draw our They Who Endure our win conditions, and then win the game. So that's about it. Yeah, kill off your units, get They Who Endure to a big stat, use Atrocity to finish off. So anyway, if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks. Alright, we're going against a Katarina Talia deck. Shurima, Noxus. This is very strange. Katarina, I don't know. Tried a couple of Katarina decks, just not working for me. I'm going to get rid, I think, of everything but the Kalista. Let's look for Haunted Relic, which we find. I think this is going to be a pretty slow early game deck, I would guess, but just with the landmarks and things. So that's what I'm kind of banking on, but I don't really know what to expect, so we'll see what happens. And pull another Kalista. Kalista into Haunted Relic here looks pretty good. That sucks. We actually want him to attack first now, I think. Come on, open attack. We really want the open attack here. Awesome. Excellent. So we're going to actually play the Haunted Relic first and hope he doesn't have a second Rock Hopper. I guess we've got a second Kalista though. But this forces us to kind of do this in a weird way. Yep. There we go. We're going to go for the Kalista anyway. Actually, that's a mistake. I could have used the Ravenous Butcher. Should have used the Ravenous Butcher first, for sure. Oh, we got the second Kalista, like I said, but we could have avoided that. Alright, turn 4. What do we want here? I think we just open attack, don't we? I think we open attack here. We're going to keep this Black Spear available for us as well. Decent amount of damage.
Out of my way.
He's just going for both of these here. That's fine. We like this. Got some reactability with Glimpse Beyond. Okay, that's fine too. I'll take the damage here. Alright. We could use this too. Let's go Avarice and Sentry. Got card draw. It's great. So I think we're just going to stop there and just bank the mana since we got spells in hand. 2 spells now. I see where he's going with the Talia. I bet he's got like Roiling, whatever, Sands or whatever it's called. I can't remember in this deck as well to kind of synergize with Katarina and her quick attack. So that's pretty cool. Hate it. I kind of wish I'd put this out. Let's just go Hapless Aristocrat for now.
Did it move?
Just pulling into the Kato, that's fine if he wants to do that. He's got kind of an awkward attack here, since none of his units have a whole bunch of health. And we'll end up taking this damage. This is fine. Do we want to hurt it or not? So we got card draw here. I don't think this really matters, does it? It's 1 health. I think we just block like this. I think we damage it. I'm gonna get card draw anyway. Got 2 Glimpse Beyonds as well. So let's go like this. And we're gonna end the round. I've got the second Kalista we're gonna put out before he can put out any more of these sand things. Blighted Caretaker is really good. I'm kind of glad that I damaged him now. Let's see what he's got. Shurima, I mean, what does he have in this deck? Spiritfire, Spiritfire. That could hurt a little bit.
Everyone's a garden.
This is an aggressive deck, though. I would kind of be surprised if he were running Spirit Fire. Maybe he is. Never know. We're going to attack with everything but the Blighted Caretaker. We get card draw with our Avarosan Sentries. That's pretty cool. Hopefully he doesn't have Spirit Fire. Alright, that is completely fine if he wants to save that. And I don't need to do anything here, I don't think, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go up to 7. So we're going to get some card draw here. I might as well, since I've got the ephemeral unit, use this. I don't really see any reason not to. And we have to start looking for our Vaywinder.
I will weave my own path.
4, 5, 13. Alright, I see where this is going. Man. Haven't got it. It's a lot of damage. Let's see if he's got another. It's halfway through. Oh, boy. Landmark. As long as he doesn't have another landmark, I think I'm okay here.
If I'm forgotten, then no.
All I've got is 1 health units anyway. Not very good.
Punch it! Ha-ha! I give you muscles!
Look upon me.
This looks about right. I think this is right. Okay, that's fine. I don't think he gets the... Yeah, we still kill the Talia. Is it worth... No, I don't think we glimpse here. Because this is a target.
Distance means so little when family means so much.
I'm okay trading Kalista into his Talia here as well, since she's leveled up and he's got these overwhelm units. So we gotta win this next round, so... Like this. There's the Hunder. We need to find our atrocities too. We should be able to. We're halfway through the deck. No silences here. Do we play it slow? I think we can play it slow here, can't we? So let's start out with Haunted Relic. I want to show him that I'm spreading out, trying to deal more damage here, and just kind of pass it over to him. And then as soon as he kind of... He shouldn't have anything to stop They Who Endure. It's coming out of the 17/17, which is giant. I'm gonna get an extra proc there as well. Am I missing anything that could be in Shurima or Noxus? I want to make him worried. Okay. I'm just gonna put out the They Who Endure now. think we spread out. I'm glad we spread out now. Yeah, really glad we spread out now. Make it pretty much impossible for him to win this game. Never drew Atrocity, but I guess that doesn't matter when you got a huge unit and there's not really any interruption available in Shurima and Noxus. I mean, they do have Spirit Fire in Shurima. That's about it. I think that's the only thing that could have potentially stopped me there, but he had gone under, you know, 7 mana and the ability to use it. So I don't think there's anything that I need to worry about other than him having units to block me. So there we go. Got the Dayhunder win. The Great Manifest, Zed and Teemo, Ionia, and Piltover Zon. His opening hand is actually okay, I think. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to try to search for my champions. The reason why I like it is because I can play Blighted Caretaker turn 3 and take out his Zed if he's got it. So I think that's what we're going to aim to do. And see if we can actually get him. Cool. Only 19 damage to go. Okay, let's go with the Avaros and Sentry here. Now, do we open attack or... I think we can pass here, to be honest. Maybe I don't want to. Because we can play Ravenous Butcher. I think the correct move is to play Ravenous Butcher rather than playing the Kalista early on, because I want him to play the Zed and I want to force him to use some cards here. So now this is interesting. Now the question is, do we play Kalista? I think we do play the Kalista. There is a chance that he has a way to buff up his card. He's not going to be able to take out the Kalista.
Currents pull them down.
Okay, so this is fine. He draws a card, we get a proc for our Kalista. Quite a bit of damage as well. Perfect. I'm gonna pass.
Yeah, never know what hit him.
I don't think I can care about this too much. I think we play Faded Icon here. I can actually use Glimpse Beyond if I really need to. He barriered something. One, two, three. Don't have enough room. I wish I'd had the Hapless Aristocrat. 3, 7, 9 damage. Wow. I think I do need to open attack here. If he blocks with the Teemo and he puts down his barriered unit, we can actually kill his this is still fine. I'm okay trading the Kalista. Was that a 4 cost or a 3 cost? 4 cost. So yeah, let's go ahead and put out the Kindred. He shouldn't be able to stop this, and then we can kill him and not allow him to lifesteal. Perfect. Get some card draw here, which is great. Another enabler for our Kindred, which is really good. And like I said, we prevent the lifesteal. I kind of wish it was his barriered unit. I'm not going to be surprised if it's Zed. Interesting. Is this a concurrent timeline stack?
Light the signal fire.
Weird. Alright, let's put out Hapless. This is a decent blocker.
Please, I have connections.
Yeah, I think this game is over.
We weren't expecting callers. The masks they wear tell their tale.
He shouldn't have the range to take out the Kindred, and now he's at 2 mana left, so... Yeah. Yep. I wonder if that was a concurrent timelines deck. That's very strange. Yeah, just kind of got the control win out there with Kindred, which is kind of cool. Alright, we're going against Sir Victorio, and he is playing Victor, Zoe, and Vi. Let's look for the level up condition for Kalista. We don't find it, but if she's in our hand, I think we might as well. We end up getting some draw atrocity, so we have kind of our late game win condition here with atrocity. We just need to find They Who Endure again. After shuffling it, actually Stalking Shadows really helps a lot. Let's go for Fading Icon here. I'll take a Mystic Shot or whatever else he wants to use if he's got it. Okay. Nothing there, and we may just open attack here. Let's just open attack. I want to get some spells out of him, I think, if he's got them. Now, he is in Targon, so there's a good chance that he has healing. Go with Stalking Shadows. I like Blighted Caretaker for the Zoe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also for the Kalista level up. Yeah, we can end the round there pretty nicely. Like that. Alright. Do we play the Kalista? I don't really want to do that. I think Kalista is our main play here. If he's got Thermogenic Beam, then we take it. And we deny him the ability to use his Hex Core upgrade, which is fine, and we just go for Glimpse Beyond here. So I think this is perfectly fine. Nice. We're turn 5 next turn, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder if he's running Kimpunk. Or, what is it? The Steampunk? I can't even remember the name. Let's start off with a Ravenous Butcher right here. I can play this. I just want to play kind of slow here. I want him to use his mana, and so that's going to enable me to get a pretty good Blighted Caretaker here. So I can play Curse Keeper now. We kind of want him to develop. He has enough for Static Shock. He now does not have enough for Static Shock. And we're going to get a pretty good hit here. And I used the Ephemeral one. I didn't want to do that, but whatever. We've got a lot of units on board anyway, so it is what it is. Actually, do we just attack with everything? I think we just attack with everything. He's probably going to protect the Zoe. And that's fine. We have a pretty good trade here. And at the very least as well, we deal enough, or we kill off enough of our units to help the They Who Endure, and there's our win condition. So not too bad. Could come out this next round, especially if I have a lot of anything but health gain, please. Fearsome, that's not bad. Let's go for Curse Keeper now. Curse Keeper into Ravenous Butcher I can actually do pretty good. We want him to attack. Life gain is pretty annoying. Let's go ahead with the Curse Keeper now. I can play both of them. We would definitely block the Fangs. That's fine. Isn't that fine? I don't care if it kills my units and uses all of his cards to do it. So yeah, we're just gonna spread out here. Make sure we get a pretty decent block here. I think at this point we pass. I don't really care what he does here. I mean, doesn't he have to pick up the Ravenous Butcher? It's the only one he can kill. Can't block with, or can't attack with the Victor, which is pretty good for us, and we're gonna block here. I wish I had a Glimpse Beyond. Alright, so let's go Curse Keeper. He doesn't know, I think, that we have a They Who Endure deck. We kind of want him to use his super cool star chart before we show our hand with the They Who Endure. Because as soon as we do that, he's going to look for the silence. So honestly, I think we just open attack here.
Publish or perish.
Any sort of chip damage is going to be really good for us. Since he's got 2 champions out, he's not going to want to block either. Ooh, that's really good. We like that. We like that a lot.
Another brilliant design. Ingenious. Energy core upgrade.
Alright, They Who Endure's coming out. Let's hope he doesn't have a silence for us.
Genius in action.
This is a decent trade. Even if he had the silence, that's a decent trade for us. Because he's got to spend 9 mana for our 6 to do that. And yeah, we just have the win there with Atrocity. So there we go. That could have easily been countered by a silence. Which, I mean, you're going to run into if you're going against Targon. And I mean, he could have had life gain too. He was outside the range of star shaping, but he could have had a guiding touch or something. But anyway, They Who Endure win. Alright, we're going against a dragon deck with Targon and Demacia. So as we stated earlier, the sort of Atrocity win condition with our units is kind of is a little bit hard to get just because of the silences. I'm actually going to keep Atrocity. I'm going to keep everything I have here. It looks like I can get a decent Kalista level up potentially by turn 4. So we're just going to stick with that.
Nothing escapes my
Let's go with the Aberos and Sentry. And he's got a Mountain Goat, and I may just trade into this, to be honest, while I can, and hope he doesn't have a Ranger's Resolve or something. Card draw, he gets a Gem, we get another Aberos and Sentry. It's okay, I guess. We do just kind of want to kill off our units, though, so
They're out there.
we're good with this. I'm going to put down another Aberos and Sentry here, and
Another
force
day
him to play a card. That's pretty cool. I'm glad that we did not play the Kalista. That's what he was looking for with that pass there. So perfectly fine. I'm going to pass. Let's see if we do the same thing to him. What he does. He passes. We tried. Alright, Shyvana coming out. And let's go with Stalking Shadows here. I don't really like either of those, but we're going to pick up the Hapless Aristocrat. gonna pass here. We're gonna take this hit
Break them.
if he wants. In fact, I think we do end up wanting to block this. Might as well. We do get card draw. I wish that I had a Glimpse Beyond, because he's just going to be able to single combat my unit. Can we put down Kalista here? I think we can put down Kalista here. We kind of searched for the single combat. He has to use it with the Dragon Guard Lieutenant, which I think we are fine trading because it slows down his Oh, interesting. Alright, yeah, we're just going for the level up now. I think we're forced to open attack here, and we get Avaros and Sentry as our card. Which at least we get card draw if he's got a way to take out our unit. And he's gonna let us get 5 damage. Alrighty.
Light the signal fires.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pass. Got Kindred if I can put these out. Now, I don't know what kind of dragon deck he's running. And he's going to have tons of combat tricks at this point.
Her light is our sword, her warmth our armor.
Put out a hapless aristocrat here.
Suffer my fury.
Forge ahead!
What are the chances he's got rallies?
You have to get me out of here!
Yeah, that's fine. Our kind of win condition revolves around us being able to kill off our units anyway, so we're not super sad about this. Not a whole lot anyway. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would look to put down Kindred, but we may have a way to deal with that. I don't have a... Let's look for a Ravenous Butcher. That's what we wanted. I wanted to play like a rally or something. I don't like this.
They retreat.
I do not like this. But we force him to do something potentially here. Or not.
They will.
There you are!
Again, this is going to force him to take out my unit here. There's no way he doesn't have combat strikes in this huge hand. He's outside of judgment as well. I kind of want to be able to use Atrocity, don't I? This is looking like a concerted strike to me. It's fine. Oh man, if he finds it. Perfect. Ah, so good. Wonder if he's got a second one. Alright, what are we at here? 13. And we've got the atrocity as well. So I think we just let him kill our units there. So we need to be able to play 7 mana. So we can't play Blighted Caretaker. We can play Mask Mother, which I think we do, because we get the Slay proc.
I as well, dear wolf.
We gotta get above his ability to kill our unit. So this is perfectly fine here. We actually may play They Who Endure now. See if he rethinks this. I mean, he can kill it if he wants, but he won't kill our They Who Endure. Even then, he can't kill this with Strafing Strike straight off, so we actually still kill his Screeching Dragon too. This is, I don't agree with what he's doing here. Yeah, and he knows it. So we had enough to withstand the Strafing Strike there. He couldn't combo that with Sharp Sight, and he'd used 1 or 2, I can't remember now. He used at least one of them though. There we go, got the win. We got kind of lucky there, I think, mid-game without him having single combats though.